Hello everyone, it's Jessica here with another layout for a Cherry on Top Crafts, and today I am working with the 49 Market Starlight Dreams collection. It's brand new in the Cherry on Top shop, and I've got the small paper pad here and then the large 12 by 12 paper in that beautiful wood grain pattern. So I'm just pulling out a few of these patterned paper designs from that smaller paper pad along with my manual die cutting machine. As you can see, I did actually get a new one and I am loving it. So my older one, if you've watched my videos before, you know that it was very well loved. It still works, so I still have it, but all the rubber is worn off of it and it kind of looks a little crazy. So I did finally do some upgrading to my machine. I've got my little dies here by Paper Rose Studio. Those are the stars that kind of look hand-drawn. And then I've got some stitched stars. I believe those ones were either Ellie's Studio or Echo Park, one or the other. So I'm just running these through with all of those smaller patterned papers that I pulled out, running this through my Big Shot machine, or not Big Shot machine, my new manual die cutting machine, and running these through a whole bunch of times just to get all of those really pretty stars cut out and ready to go onto my layout. I'm going to grab my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, which dries clear, to adhere all of these stars onto my layout. And I'm going to be doing something today that I've done a few times in the past. I've done it with stars before. I've also done this design with leaves, but it's one of my favorite designs to do, and it's really easy. So tonight I just wanted to get something crafty done and on paper. I wanted to get these two photos of my little guy documented because these are some older photos of my middle child from when he was young, and well, I mean, my kids are all still young, but he was really young in this photo, so he just started eating solid foods at this point, so he was probably around like 6 months. And I just wanted to do something quick and crafty tonight, so this is what I settled on. And I just loved all of these beautiful prints. I was really having a hard time deciding which one I wanted to use, so this was a really nice way for me to just get to use all of the pretty patterns on one page. So I have my wood grain background, I've got my stars, I'm just layering them up using my Deluxe Nuvo liquid adhesive, which dries clear, so I don't have to worry if I make a mess with it. I do like to kind of pull up on the edges of my stars just to give them a little pop of dimension, and some of them I will actually grab some 3D foam squares on the smaller ones that I add last to pop them up off of the page for some actual dimension. So I'm just going to continue layering all of these up. As you can see, my photos, I have just matted those with some white cardstock, and I'm just going to keep those super simple today because they have the same colors in my photos that match all my stars. I've got so many patterns in my design here. I don't want to add a bunch of layers behind my photos on this one. I've also grabbed some Nuvo mists here. These are the sparkle mists, and I've got Midnight Horizon, Peacock, Plume, and Silver Smoke. So I'm just going to take the lids off of that and just flick that on for some splatters right over top of all of those stars, and just to add a bit more color and just that splattering technique around my star design. I've got the chipboard pieces here. These are all the little word phrases from that Starlight Dreams collection by 49 Market, and I'm just going to sort through here and see what all I want to grab and use on my layout. So I'm just going to kind of pull out one larger title that I can use, and then I'm going to try to find a few of these little word phrases that I can kind of scatter around all of my little stars here that you see. So I really like that thankful. I like the memories one. There's a few in here that I could use. I'm going to go ahead and stick my photos down at this point because I know those aren't going to move anywhere, and I want to get those stuck down so I can layer my title on top. So I settled on that moments one because this was just one moment that was just super fun, and I love this little milestone when they're babies and they start being introduced to some solid foods. It's like one of the best moments as a mom when you can just finally start introducing them to real food. And it's just wonderful. And I love that stage of their little lives. So it just makes it really fun. I've got these little stickers from this sticker sheet here from the Photographer collection by Mente Papers. I really love that collection, but I actually did not buy it. I just bought that sticker sheet because I knew I could mix and match those stickers with a lot of collections that I already have. So I didn't want another full collection. I know, shocker, but I am trying to preserve and to contain myself on buying too much new stuff right now, just because I'm so overwhelmed with product at the moment. I have so much stuff. So I'm really trying to use some of this up, but don't get me wrong, if 49 Market releases another collection, I'm sure I will still buy it because I am obsessed with them. And Pretty Little Studio as well. I have some little bits here from one of their last collections that they did, the You Are My Sunshine collection, and I'm actually using a little tab here from that, and I'm using this little cute scallop border sticker. I love these things. They're already cut out and ready to go, and they're sticky on the back, so you just stick them onto your page, and they're perfect for using around photos like this. So I have all of those stars left over. I'm just going to pop those back into the die cuts and with that collection so I can use them on another layout. And then lastly, I'm just going to grab a couple of these little epoxy flares by Scrappin Happy Studio and just add these on. I didn't want to add too much of anything else because this layout has so many beautiful stars on it already, and that's kind of my focal point other than my photos. So I just decided to keep this one super simple today and just add a couple of these little epoxy flares, and I'm just going to secure those down in between some glue dots and some thread just to give that a little bit more texture and interest to my layout. There's baby girl coming in at the bottom of my frame as per usual. She's usually making cameos in all of my videos these days because she likes to hang out with mommy. So here is the finished layout. That's what it turned out like. I really enjoy this one. It was super easy and simple. If you'd like to scrap lift it, feel free to do so at any time. So thank you guys so much for being here, and thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.